Excellent.
The coronavirus, COVID-19 era continue to change our lives. Physically distance and face masks are still the norm. People are exploring new ways of surviving and making a living. Lifestyles have changed. People have had to adapt to a new way of living. During the pandemic of 2020 and 2021, after weathering months of stay-at-home self-quarantine, two free-spirited, liberal-minded souls, Hawkeye and Jeannie, are second-generation hippies and are aging baby boomers who are still out and having fun. Come and ride along with Hawkeye and Jeannie on their journey in a van, visiting cities, communities, towns, and other places of interest to determine what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Who is in business and who is not? What is the new normal way to live? How are people surviving? Then report back to you with these videos. This is what Hawkeye's Tales and Trails is all about. I am Delmer, the staff narrator.
Greetings to all. Hawkeye's Tales and Trails is all about riding along with Hawkeye and Jeannie on their journey visiting cities, communities, towns, villages, state campgrounds, RV parks, hot springs, nude beaches, Timbuktu, and some other places of interest to determine what is really going on during the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yes, Timbuktu is a real place, and they really did visit there. Episode to be published soon. Episode 80 will be a visit to the Western Nudist Research Library. Wow. What do you think about that? I cannot wait to see that one. And I really want to see what is going on there. Hawkeye and Jeannie are a couple of pensioners who are, well, I have not figured out what they are really doing yet, other than they are southbound along the Pacific coast. I know that they are still having fun, then they report back to you with these videos. That is what is going on.
You're Hawkeye!
Okay. I'm Woman Warrior, Califia, your host of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. Episode 79 is about Patrick's Point in Northern California, is the northern point of Compton Massif, at the junction of Meller and Lambert Glaciers in the Prince Charles Mountains. Mapped from air photos taken by ANAIR, Australian National Antarctic Research Expeditions, in 1956. Named by Antarctic Names Committee of Australia, ANCA, for Patrick Albion, radio operator at Mawson Station, 1956. Now what do you think about that? Who knew that Aussies were here checking out California in the 50s? Sue-meg State Park is 25 miles north of Eureka, California, in the heart of the coast redwood country. Previously named Patrick's Point State Park, Sue-meg is the original place name used by the Yurok people. The park is home to many tree species including coastal redwoods, Sitka spruce, hemlock, pine, fir and red alder, and wildflower meadows with a shoreline that consists of sandy beaches and sheer cliffs against the Pacific Ocean. It is in Humboldt County. Amenities include hiking trails, a recreated Yurok village, a native plant garden, visitor center, 3 family campgrounds, 2 group camps, a camp for hikers and bicyclists, accessible beaches, lookout points, and 3 group picnic areas. Hawkeye and Jeannie say that it is one of the most beautiful parks that they have visited. Sue-meg is the original place name used by the Yurok people. In the modern Yurok orthography, it is spelled Suemeg, pronounced Umi or Sumage. Patrick Begon, an Irish immigrant who came from the Mississippi Valley in 1851, referred to the area as Patrick's Ranch. After encountering wild potato, Old Patrick, as he was known to the residents of the Trinidad area, decided to stop and file a preemption claim to the land. Begon's claim to the land was first recorded in the Trinidad Record Book on January 13, 1851, and the first official mention of Patrick's Point on the Humboldt County map was in 1886. Another narrative attributes the name to Patrick McLaughlin, a squatter who arrived in the area in the 1870s and is credited with planting the first apple trees in the area. Efforts to protect the wooded region and coastal rock formations led to the establishment of the park, ultimately encompassing an area of 420 acres. The park was later renamed to Sue-meg State Park to reflect the Yurok name for the land. Sue-meg State Park was made the official park name by unanimous vote of the California State Parks and Recreation Commission on September 20, 2021. Now what do you think about that? All information is deemed to be dependable, however there is no guarantee that it is. The movie, Jurassic Park, later also referred to as Jurassic World, is an American science fiction media franchise centered on a disastrous attempt to create a theme park of cloned dinosaurs. The original movie was filmed at Sue-meg State Park, formerly known as Patrick's Point State Park. It began in 1990 when Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment bought the rights to Michael Crichton's novel Jurassic Park before it was published. The book was successful, as was Steven Spielberg's 1993 film adaptation. The film received a theatrical 3D re-release in 2013 and was selected in 2018 for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. A 1995 sequel novel, The Lost World, was followed by a film adaptation in 1997. Subsequent films in the series, including Jurassic Park 3 done in 2001, are not based on the novels. In 2015, a second trilogy of films began with the 4th film in the series, Jurassic World. The movie was successful, becoming the first film to gross over $500 million worldwide in its opening weekend, and grossed over $1.6 billion through the course of its theatrical run, making it the 3rd highest grossing film at the time. When adjusted for monetary inflation, Jurassic World is the 2nd highest grossing film in the franchise after Jurassic Park. A sequel, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, 2018, grossed over $1.3 billion worldwide, making it the 3rd Jurassic film to pass the billion-dollar mark. It is the 3rd highest grossing film of 2018, and the 13th highest grossing film of all time. The final film in the trilogy, Jurassic World: Dominion, is scheduled to be released on June 10, 2022. Numerous video games and comic books based on the franchise have been created since the release of the 1993 film, and several water rides have been opened at various Universal Studios theme parks. LEGO has produced several animated projects based on the Jurassic World films, including a miniseries released in 2019. DreamWorks Animation and Netflix also released an animated series, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, on September 18, 2020. As of 2000, the franchise had generated $5 billion in revenue, making it one of the highest-grossing media franchises of all time. Can you believe it? What do you think about that? Thanks for watching. Hawkeye's expectation is to show places and events that you may not normally get to see, hear, and how the COVID-19 pandemic may have affected them. Click on the round icon to subscribe and be notified when new episodes are available to be viewed. Share the video with others. Please click the like or the thumbs up icon. We need 1,000 subscribers, and he still has a long way to go. Hawkeye's videos are amateur, unscripted documentaries of Hawkeye and Jeannie's journey and discoveries. It is our recommendation that if you are new to Hawkeye's Tales and Trails, start with episode 1. Can you believe it? I am Califia, the host of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. Stay positive, do not get negative.